Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, let me show you what I'm working on here. Get the tape cut. Well, I may have to set the camera down and use both hands. There we go. And let's see if I can sit you right there. I gotta use both hands for this. Get these styrofoam things off here. Come on. One thing is sure, they got it packaged well. There we go. Get the cover here off. I'll say one thing, they sure don't want you using it none too fast. Huh. Come on. There. I can tell you one thing, I won't be putting that back on there. Alrighty, there we go. Light bars. And this here is going to go on the front of the 4955 and our other 4840. As you can see, let's see if I can get up the camera halfway, fairly close right there. It's got such a reflection on the thing. But if you can see in there very well, this is a quad row. It's got 4 rows of LEDs running horizontal back and forth. It's 30 inch, if I remember right. Yeah, 2.5 feet. And so, like I said, I'm going to put this on the front of the 4955 and the 4840 right there that we put on the corn planter. Now our other 4840, I've already got one of these, and so I went ahead and picked up 2 more. I just picked these up off Amazon. For the past couple years, what I've done, well, I'll just take it down there and show it to you. Okay, here we are. Like I say, for the past couple years, what I have done is I've taken one of those big bars here off the combine. Right in the middle is another 30 inch. And I've put that 30 inch onto the 4840. And I put one of those big bars. I think those are like a 4.5 foot bar, if I remember right. I've put one of those here on the 49. I take and mount them up here on the front weights, right across here. Well, that gets to be kind of a pain. I have to take them up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. This one right here I've had on here for a few years. Exact same thing, same make, everything. It's worked great. And so I figure, well, I'm just going to go ahead and pick me up 2 more of those short 30-inch bars, and that way I can just put them on the tractors and leave them on there. And that way the ones in the combine stay on the combine. But yeah, those big bars, that's 80,000 lumen, if I remember right. And these short 30-inch bars right here are, I think they're right around 50,000. And so they can really light things up. Okay, right here's the little mounting foot. Get him put in the end here. I keep them sitting straight. I got these lights off of Amazon. The brand name is actually called Off-Road Town. And I've had good luck with them. I've actually run them for several years now. That's what the combine lights are. And they've always worked good for me, and I've never had any trouble with them. And like I say, these are the only ones I can find that actually have 4 rows of LEDs in them. So, okay, I got the feet on that one. I'm going to put the feet on this one right here. And then I'm going to get me some mounting bar stock. Got me some 1/4-inch bar stock here. And just trying to get these lights lined up. In fact, here's the bar that I would put the big light off the combine onto and mount it on the 4955. I've already got hooks made up for it. Now I just had to take and drill a hole here and a hole over here to be able to put these bolts through and mount the light on it. This one, let's see, I've got to drill holes for the feet, and then I've also got to drill 2 more holes because the 40's got a different type of setup on the front end. So I'll take my pencil and I thought anyway I could reach down through there, take and mark that. Okay, I can see a dot down through there. I'm going to mark the other end, and then we'll go measure the tractor. Okay, here we are on the 48. You can see it's already got these mount straps right here. These are actually on the tractor when we bought it. And previous owner had like the 2 big halogen lights set up. Of course, halogen's kind of a thing in the past. But and so I took them off here several years ago. I think the first year I ran 2 LEDs, individual LED lights up here, but the light bar is so much better. Okay, let's get kind of a rough idea of how wide we are. 30 inches. Right there's approximate center. Now, get you down here underneath. Up on the bottom, there's a hole right there, but I need a short pencil to reach up through there and mark that. I'm gonna go see if I can find a short pencil. Well, let's see what happens here. I got a piece of chalk, and then also a piece of soapstone if this don't work. Kind of trace around the side there. Well, I see a little bit of a white spot. Let's go over here on this side. Also, the great thing about the LED lights is that they don't pull near as much juice. In fact, here, a few years back when I was setting up my big light deal on the combine, I talked to our Agco Gleaner dealer, and the one mechanic told me, he said generally what he shoots for with an LED is whatever your amperage is with a halogen, an LED will be about, there's a white dot there, a white dot there, perfect. He said, whatever your amperage draw is with of a halogen, an LED will be roughly about 1/3 of that. And so, now on the combine, when I did that, I think I'm pulling about the great big bars. After I figured up the wattage and the amperage, they pull about pretty near 30 amp a piece. And so when you do that, you got to make sure you got the alternator and wiring big enough to handle that much pull. But other than that, though, they work great. And so, and then these 50,000 watt ones, I forget what the actual wattage is on these, but I think the big ones are like at right around 800 watt comparison. Now this other bar that I've already got the hooks made up for, with that one, all I need to do is drill just some mounting or some bolt holes right here, because on the 49 I just take these, I made up these J hooks out of threaded rod, and those actually just hook into the handle of the weight. So, okay, I'm going to take and get this measured out, make sure I got it centered up. I've got a center hole right here. And actually what I do is I'll take and I'll run a zip tie through that. Just in case one of these J hooks should somehow come loose, that zip tie holds on the tractor, it's not going to let it fall off. Okay, now it's time to start drilling holes. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bring you back in when I'm all done poking holes in. Alright, just got done getting all my holes drilled. There's one. So, now I'm ready to start getting the lights mounted into that, and then we can start getting these put onto the front of the tractors. Well, here's the first light bar. Let's see how well we did getting the holes measured out. Well, hey, that'll work right there. Now, these actually came with, we got parts bouncing everywhere. Little Allen bolt jobs. Thing is, I'm not sure if them are long enough. Barely. Because they also come with like these little rubber feet deal. Come on, get out of it. Huh. There's one rubber foot. Where's the other foot at? I didn't see it. Unless they're in the box, in the other box over there. But yeah, by the time you get all your other stuff on there, I'm not sure if that little bolt's gonna be long enough. It's got this little rubber foot piece that kind of goes underneath there for vibration, I'm assuming. My other lights have the exact same thing. Come on. I guess just kind of gotta force it in there. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna take and. Alright, well, seeing what it feels like from the bottom, it's not, ouch, poke my fingers, it's not going to be long enough. Well, I think I can get that problem taken care of. I got these longer bolts that should work. because I've used them before. Oh yeah, we're good to go now. Little 5/16 bolt. Looks like about like a, oh, 1.5 inches long. Now I just gotta get 2 more of them. Here on the other end, I found my other little rubber stop, or little bumper, if you want to call it that. So we'll shove a 5/16 bolt down through there, if it'll go. There we go. Alrighty, that's got that one. Now take and put this little cap nut down here on the bottom. Come on, there we go. Alright, going to do the other end. I'll get the other light bar mounted onto it, and should be ready to start putting stuff on the tractor. Okay, here we are on the 48. Get that bar set down there like that. And it looks like these bolt holes are actually lining up. Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, I thought I may actually have to take that bar off to get the bolt through. Okay, then put a flat and a lock washer up underneath there. Spin on your little cap nut. Come on, let's get started. There we go. Like I see with this tractor here already having those little mount pieces on there. I'll bring you right on over here. I figure I might as well just use them. And then on the 49, I got those J-hooks I made up. Okay, there's that one. Get that dumb thing started in there and you're good to go. And then I've also got to take and I might make it part of this video. I got to take and check the lights on the back of the red tractor on the fenders. It almost looks like they're burned out because they look kind of dark. Alrighty, there's that one. Tighten him up, and we should be good to go. All right. Okay, here's the wiring harness. Makes it nice these lights just come with their own harness. Now, let me see if I can set you somewhere that way I can use both hands and you can watch. That might work. You're kind of on an angle, but not that bad. These two right here just hook to your battery. It's got a relay in the line. So I just run that up there like that. Keep it out of the way. It's already got an inline switch. Run that up into the cab. And then it's got a third harness right here that goes up and plugs into the light. And I usually kind of snake that up here along the side and out of the way, and we're good to go. Okay, let's see here. I do have a wrench in my pocket. Okay, just take and hook these up on the battery. Make sure you get black to black, red to red, and you're good to go. And there's that one. We're up over here on this positive, same thing. Get him hooked up. And then what I do is I take and run the switch harness, open up this little access door right here that goes up into the cab, and I feed it right up through here. We got the radar cable going up through there also. I just run up along with the radar cable and put it back in the cab, and that works good. And then the relay, I just keep it tucked right down in behind here, and it's out of the way and not going to hurt anything. It's actually, it looks like a 40 amp relay, which I'm kind of surprised. It's a big one. Tighten these up. There we go. Okay, then I just take and run the switch harness out the front along with the harness that goes up and powers the light. Put your cover back on, just like that. And you're ready to roll. Now I gotta jump in to open up this little access door. All right, there we are. Run the cable right behind this little panel. Of course, you got this little access door you can open up right into the cab. And I've already tested, we do have power. Little light comes on, and I can also hear the relay snapping in and out. Okay, we'll just put that right up there for right now. I'll jump in the cab and get it tied down. Okay, not too sure how well you can see that with the sun kind of shining in right there. But I got me a zip tie. So I'm just going to take and run that harness right up to here and simply take and zip tie it right onto the window latch, if I can get to hold there. Yeah, there we go, just like that. Now it can't go anywhere, and it'll hold it in place. Okay, yeah, there we go. Just got right there on that handle, and then it goes down and on out to the battery. Got the wiring harness. I'm going to take a zip tie and zip tie that fuel line right there. And then probably take another one, then tie it to that weight. And that'll have it. Well, take that back. I gotta have a way to take and hang it up underneath there. So yeah, I'll see how I want to do it to get it laid out just right. Okay, I've already got everything zip tied where I want it. So I'll show you a little trick I do to take and tie up wiring if you don't want loose wiring flopping around. I get these little magnets like this. Take and just like right there, you can put one magnet right there, run your wiring harness on one side, take another magnet, put it up right up against there. Then across the magnets, take and cut a little piece of metal like that, a little strip steel. Tip it across, and that holds it in place. Works good that way. It's out of the way, can't hurt anything, and it's completely portable. You can move it if you need to take it off or anything like that. It's not on there permanently. I've got to put a second one on, so I'll show you right quick. Out here, maybe we can see. Yeah, like I said, I had these little, get these magnets. I got them at Rural King. Then take and put a little piece of strip metal across her like that. And naturally, I mean, you would have your wire go between them. And then that works. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to add one more back. Well, let's see here. Why don't we kind of go back here, about halfway across. There's one. Put the conduit in. There's the other magnet. Budded up nice and snug. Put your little piece of strip metal across. Done deal. Now it's held in place, can't go anywhere. Okay, I'm going to mount the light on the 49, and I'm not even going to bother showing it because it's identical to this. I will go ahead and turn this one here on though. Okay, there we are. Got some light shining. A little bright, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Shine it right in your eyes. But yeah, you can see, even with that door up, you can see it reflecting off the back of the forklift on that old drum. And so, works great. All right, there's the light bar on the front of the 49. And there we go. In fact, I'll hop in and turn him on right quick. But same thing over here. Routed the wiring harnesses the exact same way like I did over there on the 48. Right to the side, connect the battery, plug in the light, good to go. So let's hop in and turn him on. Okay, there we are, nice and bright. Like I say, those were rated at 50,000 lumen approximately. So that'll shine right out. You can see I was lighting up right up there behind the red tractor. So I like that, looks pretty good. And there they both are. I turned them both on. And of course they will be a little bit brighter once when the tractor's actually running because of the alternator jumping up about 14.5 volt. So, alright guys, I'm going to call this an end of the video. I had thought about showing you there on the 305 on these lights, but it's just working on some light bulbs, so big deal. But anyway, that let you get to see what I do for adding lights to these things. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.